Into the Dark just released its newest episode. If you're not aware of what Into the Dark is, it is a Hulu original anthology horror series from Blumhouse. Each month they release a new episode. The episode is feature length, so you get a brand new horror movie every month from Blumhouse. And each episode deals with the holiday of the month in which it came out in. And this one deals with the best holiday there ever was and ever will be, Father's Day. Yes, Father's Day. Finally getting some recognition. No one ever gives a shit about Father's Day. You ever notice that? I worked in a salon for 15 freaking years. And anytime like Mother's Day is coming up, it's always like, what are you going to do for Jen? What are you going to do for your mom? For like a week straight. Here we are on a Saturday, the day before, Father's Day every year. And I'm like, so what are your plans for tomorrow? And they're like, what do you mean? Is there something happening? Nobody cares about Father's Day, and it's bullshit, okay? When dads are awesome, they deserve just as much credit. All right, anyways, enough of my soapbox of dads, but come on. Father's Day should be a little bit better, and I get it. There's been a lot of shitty dads in the past, but hey, there's been a lot of shitty moms too. All right, so this episode, I will say, was my favorite of the series. I thought this was really, really good. I've enjoyed every episode. Unless I'm forgetting one that I didn't like, but I think I've enjoyed them all to varying degrees. I'm Just Fucking With You, I think, was my last one that was my favorite of them. But I have enjoyed them all. But I was really into this one. Now, of course, I'm a little biased because I'm a dad, and he has 2 daughters in this. So instantly I'm kind of like hooked. This stars Clayne Crawford. Is that how you say it? Yeah, Clayne. Yeah. From the Lethal Weapons television series. I've never watched that, but I've heard it's really good. I know that he's supposed to be a total dick. I mean, I don't really care. But he was good in this. I thought all 3, because it's him and his 2 daughters. And I thought all 3 of them worked super well together. And the youngest actress here, the daughter of his, I thought she was fantastic. I thought her performance was great. She had to have a ton of ranges of emotions, from like really playful and fun and, having a good time, to like completely terrified, to absolutely devastated and crying all over herself. And I felt it all landed really well. I thought this was shot really well. It felt like a feature-length film. I have my issues with it here and there, but overall, man, I was really engrossed in this, mostly because of the family drama, because that's what a lot of this has to do with. And I think that might lose a decent amount of the horror audience, like, oh, more family drama, more just kill people, I don't give a shit. And that's how some horror fans are. But for horror fans who actually like characters and can appreciate a good family drama in their horror, which, I mean, those usually are my favorite horror movies, when you got a lot of like family drama going on in them. I thought this was super well done. Now, I do want to talk about spoilers. The kids in this, like the antagonist, are fucking creepy as hell. We're going to talk spoilers from here on, by the way, so here we go. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend this one. I thought it was really good. Absolutely worth checking out. So, the kids in this. Now, they reminded me of Apex Twins videos that I've seen, like Come to Daddy and whatnot. The faces are eerie as shit. I was like, whoa. I was watching this with somebody who was in the background. They weren't watching it with me, but they were in the room. And I was like, what the fuck is that? What is that? It's just so freaky looking. At first I wasn't really into the whole mom spirit angle. I was like, this really isn't necessary. I don't feel like this should be part of it. But as it went on, I really liked it because, I think it's part of the creepy kids like lore. I think that they kind of tap into what ails you, what's not just what you're afraid of, but what's like the most traumatic thing in your life, and they like just plug at that, and they try to take you over with that. And this family, and also, I mean, the whole point of this is that they're going out there to lay their mother's ashes to rest, and there's a lot of tension between them, especially the older daughter and her father. They don't, they don't see eye to eye on pulling the plug on her. She was in misery. The kid didn't want to let her go. You don't know if she could make a recovery or not. You're not God. You can't pull the plug here. And then you got the youngest daughter who's just kind of a victim of it all. She doesn't, she's not old enough to really understand what's going on here. So this is a family who hasn't let go yet. And, there's still so much bad blood between them. Just like, you killed my mother. That's how she thinks of her father in this. That's why she won't be anywhere near him. She won't talk to him about it when he tries to talk to her. She's mad at her sister. She's mad at him. She's mad at everybody. And it's real. It's very real. I mean, and the scene where she's just cooking dinner and their life is all just, glossy and perfect, and everything is going fine. And, that's how life is. Nothing is wrong until something's wrong. And that's just like something that's so terrifying, is for you just to be having a seemingly normal day and an uneventful week, and then boom, like a nosebleed leads to cancer, leads to death within a couple months of a loved one, someone so loved like your mother. And then having that anger and not knowing where to put it. And it's like, well, my dad killed her because he pulled the plug. And it's like, he didn't. And that was a horrible decision he had to make there. And just the tension between them, and then the creepy kids, and them having to face the mom, and in different stages. They have to face her when she's, how they remember her as the beautiful woman that she was, and coming after the little daughter here, and coming after the dad, and coming after the daughter, and then the cancer patient one who's like angry with them. It's a lot of emotions, a lot taken in here. And as I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the ghost angle of it at first, but because I saw that it was really kind of just ultimately leading to this family letting it all go, and that they do, and it brings them together, and that it just kind of like breaks the curse. This is almost just like what a family has to go through to let someone go, like the way this is set up. So in the end, I did enjoy it. I did really appreciate it. But for a little bit, I was like, is this necessary? Just let's stick to the creepy kids. When they killed the daughter, the youngest daughter, I was shocked. Like, I was like, holy shit, they did it. I can't believe it. But as soon as he came in the trailer or whatever, I was like, they're not going to do it. They're going to pull that back. But I think that further proves that they have the ability to show you whatever they want, to fuck with your head, to take the things from you love, or to show you what you fear most, or what what would hurt you the most, whatever. And I think that they do that very well in this. So the part of me who wants to see different shit, and I am not a big fan of kids being in horror movies, because it's always like, they're not going to kill the kid. But in this one, I was like, they actually killed him. Oh, yes. All right. And then they take it away, and you're like, damn. And it sucks. It's funny to sit here as a dad of two daughters who, is like rooting for the little kid to die. Of course, I don't want the kid to die, but it's shocking in the moment, and I like it, because I don't like that they put kids in horror movies and they have, immortality in horror. And it's just like, no, don't put a character in there that can't die. That's lame, because every time something happens when they're around, it's like, nothing's going to happen to them. So I do like when they do go. I would never let my daughter put that much syrup on her pancakes, though. Holy shit. What in the hell? And then go buy her like a bag of marshmallows, which is just purely sugar. Oh my goodness, this kid's gonna have freaking diabetes. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say about it. I wasn't gonna get too deep into it. I wrote some notes, but I really just enjoyed the family drama. I've said this enough, but what'd you guys think? This is definitely my favorite, as I said. What's your guys' ranking as it goes? I think there's only like two left, or no? I think there's more. I think there's like 3 or 4. I think it ends in September. So July, August, September. Yeah, I think there's only 3 left. So I think this is episode 9. So far, I mean, we'll see what the next 3 bring, but so far this is my favorite of the 9. Correct me if I'm wrong on that number, but I think I'm accurate on that. Anyway, guys, adios.